Hey guys, Phoenix here today. Today's video is going to be on my PumpSnap 3.0 that I just made for myself. I haven't had a real good pump action homemade for myself in a while. I did have the pump action crossbows, but I sold 2 of them at Foam in the 4.3. And I have 3 left and they all need fixing, and I really just don't like the design at all. I probably won't be building them again. PumpSnaps are much better. And so I whipped up this PumpSnap 3.0 for myself. Took the spring out of the snap rifle and replaced it with 3 Handyman 49 springs, which isn't as powerful as a K26, but eventually I will get K26 to put back in that once I make my McMaster order for a bunch of stuff I need to get, and I'll probably make that order this month and build a few more PumpSnaps for friends and just to have on hand in case I need some money that I need to sell or just to loan to people at Nerd Force. I hope you guys like this Phoenix shirt. I've had it for a while. Everyone that went to Foam in the 4.3 signed the back of it, and I really like it. A lot of really cool people came and signed it, and it looks really nice. So I thought I'd wear that. Yeah, let's get right to it. In this video, I will be showing you the firing demonstration of the PumpSnap, the PumpSnap internals, and then the machine PumpSnap. So yeah, let's get started. The body here is based on the PumpSnap 2.0 dimensions. If you don't know the write-up for the 2.0, you can check the link in the description. I'll put the 2.0 write-up down in the description. You can copy and paste the body measurements, which I have right here. So I just followed these. I didn't follow the plunger rod dimensions because pretty much I just eyeball my plunger rods because I know how PumpSnaps work and stuff. Foregrip here is about just a tad under 4 inches, which is not exactly what I want. I could have made it a bit longer, and I probably should have, but it works fine. It's 2 pieces of wood glued together, cut at a 15-degree angle with a miter saw, and then the corners are rounded. Eventually I plan on getting a rider table to make rounding all my wooden parts a lot easier, and that it's just so much easier to do. I've used them before, they're great. The handle is made of walnut, cut on my bandsaw, rounded and smoothed, with Phoenix written in the bottom. This pump slide curve I got really nice. I did it on my bandsaw. I have this new goes over 1.5" thin wall PVC, and it provides a square surface for me to slide along my bandsaw table. So I just pushed it forward, went around and cut it free, and it made a really gradual curve, perfect on both sides. I'm going to be doing that from now on for all my PumpSnap body pieces. I might even cut the slots in a similar way. The clothespin trigger is mechanically fastened. I have a screw going through the back of the clothespin and 1 going through the top, and then 2 securing it to the body. And then I have this, which is the new priming method. There's a metal washer, an 1.25" fender washer, screwed on to the plunger rod, and the plunger rod has a piece of nylon about 2 inches long, 1/2 inch nylon, hammered in. I would have solvent welded it in, but if you know anything about plastics, nylon does not solvent weld. Put 2 bolts through it to keep it in place, cut the bolts flush, and then I screwed the washer onto the back of the plunger rod. And I'll show all this in the internals section, maybe in part 2, because this will probably be a pretty lengthy video. The whole body right here, this cut here I did on my Dremel, and then the slots I did with a Dremel again. So they work really nice. The stock's just a standard stock with 2 screws, 1 on each side to keep it from twisting off. And it uses a K26. The prime is very smooth, and the construction, and here's the air seal test. The construction of these is a lot easier now that I have the bandsaw to cut out the front portion here. Makes it a lot sturdier too. This is not going to break or snap. And then the slots, again, that's the only pair of slots. I don't have to cut matching slots in CPVC because CPVC is very weak. Just for reference, use the method I just described for doing your plunger rod. Don't put an end cap and a washer on. I know you may think it's gonna hold, but the force of the spring pushing forward and the force of the prime pulling back, those 2 forces are pulling it apart, and CPVC is actually pretty weak when it comes to pull force like that, and it snapped off. I originally did that because I saw, I think it was someone on Earth Revolution posted a picture of it in the work in progress thread, and I thought I would try it, but I decided not to. Well, I did, and it broke, and another member had warned me not to do it, and I thought I knew what I was doing, but clearly I didn't. So I PM'd Nam, or Nerfomania, about it, and he told me that's the way he does his 3.0 plunger rods, and yeah. I have 2 bolts that stick into the whole entire body and push back on the washer, and then I have a coupler that's just sitting on there. The screws hold it in place, so I didn't have to glue it. The next time I do this, I will probably PVC cement it on and then do all the cutting and stuff. And then I have those 2 bolts. The reason I have that coupler there is to add extra support so the bolts don't rip off or anything stupid like that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. It has a standard 1/2-inch coupler, no universal coupler, because I only use hoppers with this, or anything with a PVC stub. So I stick this on, and that's pretty much it. It's not actually that long with the barrel on. It only adds about 10 inches of length, so that's pretty nice. Eventually I want to make one to where the whole body extends out to the barrel and keeps it straight, rather than the barrel just floating, but that's in the future, and I probably will not get around to doing that for a while. So yeah, the next thing I'm going to go over is the internals. So I'm going to take it apart and show you guys what it looks like, and that will be in part 2. So if you want to see part 2, click the link in the upper left corner and you can go to that, and yeah, so that's pretty much it.